Medical malpractice is defined as any act or omission by a physician during treatment of a patient that deviates from accepted norms of practice in the medical community and causes an injury to the patient. It is a subset of tort law, which is a body of law that deals with civil wrongs, as opposed to criminal wrongs. Specifically, medical malpractice law is a subset that remedies professional negligence or conduct that fails to meet a standard of care. In the United States, medical malpractice law is under the jurisdiction of states, but there are 4 important legal elements that are consistent throughout the country: duty, departure, proximate cause, and damages. Duty refers to the physician's obligation to his or her patient to provide professional and reasonable care. Departure is a physician's breach of that duty by failing to meet the standard of care, which is defined as the care that a similarly situated professional would have provided to the patient. In proximate cause, the patient must provide a causal relationship between the breach of duty and an injury that he or she sustained. Finally, damages are the monetary compensation a patient receives once the aforementioned 3 elements are confirmed. General damages cover issues of pain and suffering. Special damages cover quantifiable financial loss, and punitive damages are to punish the physician in case of an especially reckless or malicious malpractice.
Medical malpractice suits are generally filed in state trial courts, unless they involve an issue of federal law or if the disputing parties are from different states, in which case a federal district court handles the case. Even though these court systems are in place, medical malpractice claims rarely go to trial due to a pre-trial discovery process meant to promote self-resolution. During this period, facts, documents, and information are shared between the parties, and physicians give recorded testimony and questionings known as depositions. During the trial, the patient's attorney has the responsibility of convincing the jury, using information revealed in the discovery, that there was a greater than 50% chance that the physician was negligent. There have been important cases that have shaped the definition of the standard of care in medical malpractice law. Without going into too much detail, earlier cases, such as the 1932 case of the T.J. Hooper and the 1974 case of Helling v. Carey, tightened regulations on physicians by establishing that solely customary practices did not necessarily meet the standard of care, and that physicians may have to perform non-standard but reasonable treatments. However, more recent cases, such as the 1985 case of Hall v. Hilden and the 2001 case of Johnson v. St. Francis Medical Center, have established that physicians are not required to guarantee recovery, but rather only have to provide minimally competent care. There have also been various efforts to reform the medical malpractice legal system. They include legislative actions such as the shortening of statute of limitations and the reduction of damages, as well as proposals such as state medical boards with limited legal powers to resolve medical malpractice claims.
Since the founding of America, there have been countless absurd medical practices. For example, during the 1700s, bloodletting and purging were common treatments. Doctors thought bleeding out people or feeding them calomel and mercury to induce excessive diarrhea would remove substances causing disease from their bodies. However, we now know that these are ineffective and harmful treatments. But it was the 19th century that was known as the Middle Ages of American medicine because of the disastrous effects caused by surgical errors and dangerous practices. During the Civil War, soldiers would die because of infection by dirty surgical tools and unnecessary amputations. In addition, compounds such as mercury and opium caused even more illness and health problems. In the late 1800s and early 1900s, the government began to set legal restrictions on medical practice. For example, the first medical licensing boards were established and laws requiring medicine to be tested before being prescribed were passed.
However, despite large efforts to get rid of medical quackery and false knowledge, medical malpractice continues to exist. Some examples of malpractice and ineffective medical treatments today are misdiagnosing or operating on the wrong patient, operating on people without a proper license, and failing to properly anesthetize patients, and believing in cult medicine. Now that the boring part's over, let's get on to the real stuff.
It's time for the moment you've been waiting for.
I'm so hungry. Oh wait, what's that? It's half eaten and it says it expired in 1952. Do you think it's still fine?
Sure.
Cool.
I'm in so much pain.
Hey, you okay?
Oh yeah, I'm fine. I'm trying to work.
Max, did you eat this?
Yeah.
We have to take you to a doctor.
I'll be fine.
Hi there, how can I help you?
My friend ate a nut bar that expired 66 years ago from a dirty water fountain, and now I think she's having some stomach problems.
Okay, take a seat. I'll let the doctor know.
Why are you wearing a lab coat if you're a receptionist?
I'm actually a surgical resident, but we're kind of understaffed, so I have to cover 2 jobs.
Okay, I'm gonna go finish my essay. Bye!
The doctor will see you now.
Hold on. Ow. Okay. Let's take a look at your chart. Oh, I don't keep charts. Okay. Why don't you just tell me what happened?
My stomach hurts a lot. I think it's because I ate an expired granola bar out of a dirty fountain.
Stomach pain. You have appendicitis.
Shouldn't you run a few more tests? You can get sued for misdiagnosing a patient. You didn't even do any physical examinations or any radiographs.
Shut up. I'm the doctor.
You seem kind of sketchy. What are your credentials?
Hey, I'm not just a doctor. I'm a master doctor.
Don't you need proper certification? It's a crime to operate on someone without a license from the medical board.
You don't know that.
Wait. I am not sure about this.
You're paying for this now. Sebastian, take him to OR3.
My name's Alexis.
Guys, I just woke up in an operating room. I think he's a pseudo. Look at this. He's not even wearing scrubs. He's got on shorts, open-toed shoes, no gloves. Come on. And he didn't even get to tell me he was operating on me. No consent. What the hell? Guys, my Snapchat just cut out, but check this out.
Master Doctor, wake up. The patient is here.
Oh yeah, the appendectomy.
Okay, I think I'm gonna try and sneak out real quick. I'm just gonna set my phone out here.
Are you sure we should be doing this? We didn't even consult with the patient about the options or ask for her consent.
Carol, I don't care. Just sanitize the OR.
First of all, it's not Carol, it's Alexis. And
Whatever, just
we
get
don't
it.
stock sanitation.
Get it
equipment.
done. I don't care.
On the way.
Liz, will you pass me my surgical instruments? Thank you. And give me that IV bag, will you?
This is cat anesthetic.
It's okay. Cat's human, same thing. Close enough.
Oh.
Got my scalpel at home. And this is sharp too. Here, Emma, hold this while I remove the cataract.
My name is Emma.
Wait, isn't this an appendectomy? Crap! Holy shit. So bored. Ooh, patient records.
Hey,
Hey, what up, Bailey?
what's up? Good luck on your surgery.
Alright,
man.
thanks. See you later.
Bye.
Bye. Oh yeah, the surgery. You know what? You're done. Have a nice life.
How's your stomach?
Worse than when I first got here.
Okay, are you ready to go home? I'm kind of short on time.
I don't even have my arm.
What? Okay, let's go.
Hey, I still feel suspicious about my missing arm. I don't think they remove arms during appendectomies. I think I want to sue.
Oh, I learned about this. In California, you have a year after the surgery to file a lawsuit.
Tomorrow marks a year.
I'll be your lawyer. Let's go.
Incredible.
We want compensation for your surgical error. My friend doesn't have an arm.
How could I have made a surgical error if I don't even remember operating on her?
Well, you did. And your actions totally fulfilled the 4 elements of medical malpractice. We want you to pay.
Well, I want damages for the emotional stress of performing surgery on your friend.
What do you want?
5 bags of hot Cheetos and a yacht.
Well, we get the apple.
Deal.
Okay. Here's your apple.
Where's my arm?
What you say? Oh, that you only meant well, 'cause you did.
Ocean man, take me by the hand, lead me to the land that you understand. Ocean man, the voyage to the corner of the globe is a real trip.
Let's go.
Want the apple?